and caring to other women, but you don't never say nothing nice to her.
You don't know our story? You don't know our story?
I'll be quiet. Kiss my ass, dude. It's the worst thing I've ever met in my life.
Awesome! This is it, the tell-all part 4. Happily Ever After is finally happily ever over. It's been an entire month of tell-all content. Woof. We left off in Nigeria with Michael acting like he was going to fight Usman. Now boys, let's not fight over this creature, please. They don't actually end up fighting. But Usman is mad that Michael didn't tell him the real reason why he can't have an Instagram account.
And I understand the reason why she can't allow him to be on social media because he's a child. He cannot control himself.
I don't know why this was so dramatic, because they make peace and we end up right back in New York to talk about Yara and Jovi. And Yara's boob job.
I feel so much better about myself. They don't look like trash bags anymore with pepperonis.
Yara went to the same plastic surgeon that Angela used. And right when I heard that, my first question was why? If a plastic surgeon told me they had worked on Angela, I feel like I wouldn't want that doctor anymore.
I heard about Yara. I was kind of mad at her because she didn't call me and say, what do you think? Should I go to Dr. Bang? Because I'd have loved to have been a part of, introducing
How would
her.
I call you? You were screaming me.
Angela wanted to be a part of her boob job journey? Not everything is about you, Angela. Although we've had Angela talking throughout this segment, we haven't had any interruptions from Ed. But we will when the Jovi bashing starts. Apparently when Yara got her boobs done, Jovi was on a safari in Africa. But Yara wasn't just left alone to recover.
Mila stayed with Mrs. Green, and then I pick up Mila from Mrs. Green and stay with her at home.
Some of the cast thinks that Jovi should have canceled his trip to help Yara, even though he planned this trip months before her surgery was scheduled. His mom even tells him to grow up.
Y'all should have decided together which one we're gonna do. It shouldn't have been both.
He also gets bashed for wanting another kid.
You always need a sitter for Mila. You can't have to.
And he also gets told that he's out of Yara's league.
You're not the best looking.
Andrew, that's not nice.
Why is Jovi the one getting all of this hate when this troll is sitting 20 feet away? I don't remember anyone calling him out like that, and Liz is way out of Ed's league.
It's very rude of you to say, first of all, still a father all the time when I'm home from work. I haven't gone on a trip since my daughter's been born.
They are trying to escalate a situation that wasn't a big deal. They figured it out and their daughter was taken care of. But Yara does get emotional, saying that they are really busy trying to take care of one kid. And she says she isn't ready for another baby. And Ed hasn't talked in a while, so now he must say something.
It's not fair to women today because it's a double standard.
How do you always take up for other women and not Lizzie? I've seen that for 2 days.
Ed tries so hard to act like he's not garbage, but he really is garbage.
You don't know our story?
Yara and Jovi watch the scenes of Yara apartment hunting with her mom in another country.
You're letting your mom influence your decisions now.
Nobody influenced me nothing. They do what I want.
They talked about this all season, but suspiciously, they don't say anything has moved forward with it.
I want to move to Florida. My wife is not happy in Louisiana, and I don't want her to continue to be unhappy all the time.
Apparently Gwen even bought property to be closer to them, but they are still moving. As much as Jovi has been given a bunch of crap, he is at least trying to make Yara happy, while Ed is over here just constantly demeaning Liz. They then bring on Yara's friend Symphony to try to stir up more drama.
When one of the ladies said that you were out of Jovi's league, you laugh.
I think Yara understood what her friend said, but again, whatever. They seem to be able to get past it, but Ed takes this chance to go after Yara.
Jovi, I don't like you, but in this situation...
All right, can we shut him up already? Nobody wants to hear it.
No one wants to hear the toxic waste talk anymore. Not even old Jenny.
I'll be quiet.
You had your turn yesterday.
Insult everybody.
No one has just yelled at Ed and told him off, but now we have Jenny coming in hot.
Angela wants to remind you to subscribe to this channel. If you don't, she will be released in your city.
You had your turn.
My turn is whenever I want to take my turn.
Stop. You had
my
your turn.
My turn is not when you tell me to.
Who knew that when Sumit catfished Jenny all those years ago that she would now become my favorite cast member?
This is the worst thing I've ever met in my life.
Jenny seemed to hit a nerve because Ed just starts going off.
You can't even manage your family. You're not man enough to manage your family.
At one point, Ed even tries to switch and defend Jovi, but no one wants to hear him talk at all.
Nobody wants to hear you anymore.
You're a pussy.
The tell-all comes to an end, finally, but everyone is still mad at Ed backstage.
Little Ed, is it little Ed, big Ed? He should be little Ed anyway. Today I had enough.
He just made enemies out of most of the cast, and now Jenny is a hero.
Hey, powerful, strong lady. I had enough.
Proud of you. I'm so proud of you.
Ed says that everyone he insulted deserves it, but once he's in the car with Jovi, he backpedals. He randomly apologizes, but Jovi isn't having any of it.
You're lucky the going on in the studio, because if not, somebody would probably beat your ass for talking to people's women the way you do.
The mucus man has lost. Everyone can see right through him, and everyone knows how horrible he is. It's fantastic.
Why do they call him Big Ed? He's like little. It's like when people who has a small buy a big car.
And the tension with Ed doesn't stop back at the hotel.
Okay, so am I.
You lying.
Yes, I am. Orale, you is stupid.
It does seem like he is just trying to joke around with the guy at the bar, and the guy at the bar doesn't seem upset about it. But the cast is out for blood, and if I were Ed, I would have just left and not gone back to the hotel.
I told him my Italian.
So you tell him that he is stupid because he thinks like that.
You can tell him to get away from the bar if you like.
Let's find out.
If this wasn't a reality show, I would say that he should leave before someone beats him up. But we all know that won't happen unless Jenny just goes off the rails and beats him down.
Still don't like the way you talk to my wife and the way that you talk to Jenny.
I'm glad that someone is at least not tolerating it, because it makes him leave.
I'm done. I'm done.
Jenny talks to Liz, so now that she's told off Ed, maybe she can talk some sense into Liz.
Please don't take him back again. Like I keep telling you, deserves so much better.
But while she's talking, Ed comes over to say that he's leaving for Boston.
The plan was to take the train to Boston. I have a speaking engagement.
A speaking engagement? There is no way that someone paid for this guy to talk. If someone actually went to that event or knows anything about it, let me know in the comments. Is he offering motivational speaking like Jesse?
New license plate that I just put on my car.
Don't tell me it says Big Ed.
It says Big Ed's girl.
Liz, no.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
We end the night with Angela talking about her sex life.
Yeah, I got juices, but you gotta flow them.
Oh my God, Angela.
And Ed ditching Liz in New York, and her finding out about it through a text. He asks the producers to change Liz's flight, and also for 2 small bottles of Pepto-Bismol. And Liz is upset again, even though she just said she's now single. With everyone else turning in for the night, Kim and Angela are up having a heart-to-heart. And we get a ton of time just listening to them talk about Michael and Usman. It seemed like part 3 and part 4 of the tell-all had a lot of filler conversations, and they were not necessary. The next morning, everyone heads out, including an angry Liz.
He left me here in New York this morning by myself, and he hasn't spoken to me, nothing, so.
This relationship started out pretty horribly, and it just got worse and worse throughout the season.
Ed and I are done, for good, this time. I swear, this is the last breakup.
And as much as I wish it was really over like she says, we know Ed and Liz were spotted together after this. Not surprising, but so disappointing. We're ending happily ever after with Jovi and Yara fighting. I'm guessing to set up their story for another season. Angela too, because apparently we'll never get rid of the dinosaur or the mucus man. And with happily ever after finally over, the next 90-day show will be 90 Day Fiancé the other way. I do think it would have been better if they went with 90 Day Fiancé the 3-way, but whatever. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!